should I do this here? There's people coming towards me who might think I'm insane. So, greetings from Campingpark, Hüttensee. Really nice campsite. Getting here was fun though. So, on the way here we left Camping Bullaby. That very interesting campsite with everything that was falling apart. Some Germans going past me there. About 25 miles from the campsite, it became obvious that whatever has been leaking out of the car for the past 10 days was coolant from the radiator. So yes, we're trundling along the old German motorway and temperature gauge goes really, really high. Thankfully I managed to pull in. There was a little services, a little parking spot. After these roadworks, a lot of roadworks have been stuck in for a little while. Let the engine cool down, panicked a little bit. Whole lot of people behind me here. Where was I? Yeah, we panic a bit. Drive a few miles down the road, engine overheat again. Managed to pull into what looks like a services, a little proper rest stop. Managed to fill up the radiator with as much water as we had with us. But it clearly wasn't enough. We got back on the motorway and at that point I couldn't really accelerate above 40 miles an hour, maybe 45, till the temperature just started creeping back up again. So we managed to make it to our motorway junction, came off, pulled in again, and at that point we thought, yeah, this is going to be recovery, isn't it? But we couldn't stay where we were. We were 6 or 7 miles from the campsite. Carried on, engine cooled down again, carried on up the road, and it just started going up again. So we pulled in again, and thankfully we managed to get from some random German person's garden, filled up lots of bottles of water and put that in the radiator until it was full. Temperature came down, made it to the campsite, happy days. Backstory is my radiator a couple of weeks ago was old and beaten, but before this trip I thought I'll get a new radiator put in, so I don't want to be stuck in Europe with a broken radiator. So I got a new radiator put in, and clearly there's a problem with it. So yesterday morning I actually spotted somebody was having a problem with their car, so I spotted a recovery guy. So he advised me to go to this one place. Now these guys were far too busy to actually take a proper look at it for me, but I was just trying to get some radiator stop leak fluid, which they had, but they put in some Radweld, and to be fair, the leaking seems to have not stopped, but at least got a bit better. So here we are at Bergen Belsen, POW, displaced persons, labour camp, come concentration camp. Just behind me is the Jewish monument, and I've come here because it's not very far from the campsite. It's very nice. The reviews are quite accurate that it's a solemn, peaceful place. There's only a few people here. My father was actually stationed about 5 miles from here in the 70s, and he told me that Belsen there was no birds and it was really quiet. And it is very quiet. You can just hear grasshoppers chirping away in the long grass. You do hear some birds, but not many. Considering all the trees here, it's kind of weird. Anyway, this has been a nice campsite actually. It's been really nice. Got a good couple of days, apart from the stress about the car. So yeah, heading off tomorrow. Join me in Kiel. And we'll go and see my old house. A few other things there. We're there 4 nights. Question is, will we get there? Are we going to get to Kiel? Whew. Well, we'll either be broken down or in Kiel this time tomorrow. Happy days. Beer's good as well. Beer's decent. The old Weiss beer from the kiosk. Can recommend that. People are just walking past me. Probably think I'm mad.